Everybody wants to make you feel. Everybody wants to take and steal.
Well, hey, what's up?
Hey.
We got coffee and tea. Okay, so you're not a coffee drinker.
I'm not. Strictly tea. Got my chamomile tea here. So.
Okay. Have you always been a coffee or tea drinker?
Always. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm really into tea.
Cool. So talk to me a little bit more about your music. Do you start with words and then put it to music, or do you separate the two?
Usually for me, they all kind of come together at the same time. I've sort of done it in all types of different ways and usually get different things from all different directions that I take, but it usually happens at the same time. Usually is a process where once I start it, I can't come out of it and then come back. I kind of have to start and then follow it through and finish it all the way. So for me, it's usually music and the words at the same time. They're related, they work together, they have a relationship, and just can't be separated.
So what instrument did you start with?
I started with piano.
Okay.
When I was pretty young, I picked up piano. I started piano lessons, and I just cut that off, nipped it at the bud because I just couldn't do it. And then from that point on, I was self-taught. So I continued playing piano. I picked up guitar when I was about 8 or 9, and just taught myself how to do it. Teaching myself how to play music and to make music was a natural way to kind of talk for me at a young age. So yeah, I taught myself, and now here I am.
Yeah.
When I really started doing music, I would kind of secretly book myself shows when I was 12. I was kind of told that, you know, if I wanted to do it, I had to do it on my own. And so I did a lot of things. I kind of did things behind my family's back in order to do music and in order to perform. And really at that point, it was, for me, I didn't think much of it because it was something that was so real and honest to me that it didn't feel like I was doing something like bizarre. But to my family, it was like, you know, they could not understand why that's something I wanted to do, and I just didn't think about it. I went under some different names to try to go anonymously for a while. When I was like 12, 13, I booked myself in Chicago, take the train down here and play. So yeah, did a lot of things, but
Wow. That. Okay, so did you feel like there was something in you that just needed to get out, and that's what motivated you?
I was writing a lot of songs. Okay. I think for the most part, what it was wanting to share the songs that I was writing. And for a long time, I was pretty happy with just writing on my own and, you know, kind of playing it for myself. But once I did play it for other people, I realized that there's a bigger picture than just kind of coming up with these ideas and creations. There's something else that happens. There's a full circle when you share it, yeah. So once I realized that and I saw that process and I saw, you know, people come up to me after shows and, you know, say, hey, this line was really resonated with me, or, you know, something like that. It's like, man, I could actually help people by doing this, and I could inspire other people. And so yeah, it felt natural, and so
you just kept going and you didn't look back, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in Wicker Park, so we had to stop by Reckless Records. Have you been here before?
Oh yeah, I come here. I've actually performed here.
No way.
Yeah, I had a show.
Okay, so bring us back to that moment. Where was it at? Because this place is filled.
So they cleared out like a whole kind of area over there. All of those like DVDs they kind of put in back, and yeah, there was like a speaker system, and people sort of crowded around sort of that corner over there. And it was really cool, very unique like space to have a show. But I love this place. I've been coming here as long as I can remember.
Did you have a stage?
The stage was, you know, the stage was with the people, with the
With the
albums.
records and the
Yeah,
albums.
yeah. It felt
so
very at
great.
home.
So people were shopping for music and they were able to hear your music. Speaking of your music, do you think it's here?
It could be.
Okay. Nope, that's not you. Is this you? Oh my
There
gosh.
it is.
There it is, guys. Oh my
In the
Lanta.
flesh.
There you are. Wow. Awesome. So speaking of music and like what inspires you with your music? Because you got kind of like, you definitely have a unique sound. So I want you to like take us there. What artist has inspired you?
I'm inspired by a lot of things that I hear. There's a lot of really cool stuff coming out all the time. I mean, there's a lot of not so cool stuff coming out, but there's also a lot of really creative stuff coming out right now. There's a group called Division that's making really, really interesting music right now that's very unique, very genre unique. I love Gil Scott-Heron. I'm a really big fan of the stuff that Jim O'Rourke has done. He's like an experimental jazz artist out of Chicago.
Oh, cool.
Right here, this is my good friend Steve Albini's band. This is Atomizer by Big Black. And there's a song called Kerosene on here that I recommend everybody listen to. It's an absolute jewel. And this album is pretty awesome. You have to get some good speakers and turning them up really loud for my boy, Steve Albini, for this one. And I've worked with Steve. Steve produced a song of mine here in Chicago. He records all to tape. He's got a really cool space in Chicago that he works out of. And yeah, and this is his album with Big Black, and it's pretty awesome.
All right, what do we got here?
It's right in here.
Oh my gosh, I love that album cover.
Jim O'Rourke, Halfway to a Three-Way. The best EP that you will listen to. So high quality. He produced it. He played most, if not all, the instruments. He might have played all the instruments. This album is so good. I've rotated this quite a bit. And he's from Chicago. He lives in Tokyo now, and really cool influence to me.
Okay.
Jazz. Great album by Gil Scott-Heron. So this is more of his like recorded songs, and I believe this is more like live stuff, and his live stuff is just so good. He's very was an amazing time in history, and definitely
Great performer.
Gil Scott-Heron was an important artist for a very important time, and still speaks as strongly today. And yeah, one of the greats, one of the best. Rest in peace.
Here we are again, lean into crescent.
What's up next? What are some goals for you in the music world, and what are some exciting projects you're working on?
Well, I want to keep knocking down doors. I want to continue to make things that are a little bit beyond the norm and push boundaries more. And, I feel like I've come to a certain point and I'm working on the next record, and get excited. I'm excited.
That's exciting. Well, thanks so much for kicking it with me today.
Yeah, thank you. This was fun.
I know, it was so much fun. And it was so good to hear like your projects and like what's going on and where your music came from.